Global available petrochemical capacity is up, largely due to restarts in the United States, but a sharp decline in Asia is coming. The Petrochemical Weekly update starts now. It is the Ides of March, the anniversary of Julius Caesar, the dictator of Rome, being stabbed to death by his friend and confidant Brutus. The events were dramatized by William Shakespeare in his famous play, Caesar. Who can forget the foretelling of the soothsayer who warned Caesar, "Beware the Ides of March," and Caesar's last words as he is dying a violent death, "Et tu, Brute." Okay, a little dramatic even for me. But let's talk about friends in the energy industry, Russia and Europe. According to the Energy Information Administration, Europe is a key destination for Russian energy exports. In fact, if you look at this chart from the EIA, almost half of Russia's exports of crude oil and condensate and almost 3/4 of Russia's natural gas exports end up in Europe. The Netherlands, Germany, and Poland are the largest importers of crude oil and condensate, while Germany, Turkey, Italy, and France lead the way for natural gas. According to the Petchem Intel Answers Start of Day dashboard, naphtha may represent up to 80% of the petrochemical feedstocks used in European crackers, and a significant source of naphtha comes from refineries, and a significant amount of crude oil in Europe comes from Russia. So you might be wondering, what impact will the breakdown in the energy friendship between Russia and Europe have on the European petrochemical industry? If you are, then the Petchem Global Market Intel Advisory, delivered by the Petrochemical Strategies Expert Network and supported by IIR Energy and powered by i2 Enabled, can help. If you have questions and want answers, ask me. You can reach out to me directly through my website, petrochemicalstrategies.com, or to the IIR Energy team by email at iirteam@iirenergy.com. Both addresses are shown on your screen. Let's take a look now at global petrochemical capacity developments over the past week and what we can expect to see in the coming week. I am using the Petchem Global Market Intel Start of Day dashboard to look at capacities, offline events, optimized feed slates, and product makes for petrochemical complexes around the world. Last week in Asia, we saw the restart of the Daesan-Seosan chemical complex in South Korea and additional capacity availability at the Chinese Zhoushan refinery. Both of these gains were offset by reductions in available capacity in India and Iran. In Europe, available capacity was down over 7 million pounds per day, as reported last week, due to the turnaround at Total Energies in Antwerp and the shutdown of the Karpet Neftochem complex in Ukraine. In North America, also as we mentioned last week, gains at CPChem and the startup of Gulf Coast Growth Ventures added significant available capacity. The only outage reported in the region was Westlake in Calvert City, Kentucky. In the rest of the world, we saw small gains in Russia offset by smaller reductions in available capacity in South Africa. By the end of this week, we see available capacity reductions at 18 different Asian complexes for a total reduction of over 21 million pounds per day of available capacity. The largest of those reductions are coming from the Ruwais refinery in Abu Dhabi, the Al Jubail refinery in Saudi Arabia, and Sinopec's Nanjing refinery in China. Let's take a look at the headlines. The Institute for Supply Management said economic activity in the U.S. manufacturing sector grew in February. However, the survey was conducted before Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which could have an impact on manufacturing across the globe. German chemical giant BASF, through its Indian flagship companies BASF India Limited and BASF Catalysts India Private Limited, is investing more than $4 billion in 3 ongoing projects in India's chemical sector. And finally in the news, the Biden administration's energy and environmental agenda, blocked by a divided Congress and under attack in the federal court system, had its biggest challenge on February 28th when it appeared before the U.S. Supreme Court defending its ability to regulate carbon dioxide emissions from the power industry. Thank you for watching the Petrochemical Weekly Update. If you have any questions about anything you saw here today, ask me. My name is Robert Sawchuk, and I will see you next time.